Hi all, and welcome to the second part of my videos down at the Leschenault Estuary in Bunbury. I'm at a place called Eaton, which is a suburb of Bunbury, just out on the southern side, and I'm exploring the Leschenault Peninsula. There's a conservation park over there, and it's a great place to come to kayak. You don't have to be into fishing. The last video I did was all about the tailor I caught on poppers, but this one is more just about the area and what's available out there. So there's actually 4 systems within a couple of k's without getting back on dry land to go between them, and the first one is the Collie River, which you will see at the end of this video. I'm actually out in the estuary now, which is the Leschenault Estuary. Then once you go out through the cut, there's the bay there, and if you go left you go back to Bunbury Bay, which is the foreshore of Bunbury city itself. Beautiful area with great places to go for a walk and a look around. So you can kayak all the way back to there, and on that way you'll even see on the left hand side into the port there. I don't recommend going into the port, it's fairly heavy traffic in there. And again, coming out of the cut, if you go straight ahead, you're basically out in the ocean. So where I am now is on the peninsula where the conservation park is. You can get there by driving, going right around through Eaton, back up through Australind, and you come into the Belvedere campground at Waterloo Head. I'm not sure if you can still drive straight through. We went for a drive out and couldn't see the road. I think most people, if they want to get their cars out into these areas at the cut, they're going along the beach and coming around. Some great wildlife in there, lots of kangaroos you'll see. It's just a pristine waterway to go and have a canoe round. The actual peninsula is 13 kilometres long and 2.5 kilometres wide. Nice and shallow, great for the kids and for the novice. Most areas, unless you're actually in the channel, are only going to be 1 to 2 metres deep. So this has just come out of the cut, and the sandhills you can see in the distance there, that's actually the back of the conservation park. Coming back in, a little bit of a swell, but you'll find that if you go out there, it's fairly easy to come back in, just unless it's very windy and choppy. Stick to the middle and the swell will take you right through. This area is what they call the Dolphin Lounge, and there's always dolphins here. I had them chasing the fish I was catching on the last video, if you have a look. And they go backwards and forwards. There are tours that can come out here and you can go and snorkel with the dolphins as well. As I say, stick to the middle when you're coming back in. On the left hand side there is a bit of a sandbar, so it gets a bit of a break there. And again, looking north at the back of the reserve there. I'm in my Hobie outback, and did a little bit of fishing, didn't have a lot of luck. There's a great big eagle took off the jetty there. You can see there's been a few campgrounds put in here over the years, and as I say, you'd have to double check on if you can still go in there or just go along the beach to get in there. It looked like there'd been vehicles there very recently. Some kid's left his little hand net there. If you're also looking at the other video, you'll see these little furry balls or eggs or something I've found just in front of that jetty, just in a couple of inches of water. Quite fascinating. I don't know what they are. As you can see there's fairly recent tyre tracks, so there are vehicles getting out and about around there. Just walking up towards the cut now. Across the other side of the cut, you can almost see it looks like a building there. You can drive there, and there's another boat ramp there. You come out through the port itself at the roundabout, and you can drive all the way through there. There's also a fishing platform across that side, a big concrete one, so if you want to take the kids for a fish or just go for a stroll around, you can also access the beach from that area on that side of the cut as well. Fishing, tailor was the one I was targeting, but herring, whiting, a great place. That's looking back towards Eaton. As I say, the other side there is about 2.5 k's across. I'd like to come back in spring. I think there'd be a lot of flowers and it'd be very pretty when it's all green. And looking out towards the cut again, and the white buildings or whatever you can see right over the other side is part of the port on the other side, which is a big break wall on the beach area over there. Again, another nice place to go for a drive, or if you want to swim the ocean. These tables and chairs had been there in the shelters just up behind where that jetty was, so the road looks fairly well used. And the jetty, a bit of fancy photography here. Dolphins are everywhere. You can see them just pop up next to your kayak and see them playing out there. If you see birds diving, you know the dolphins are in there. Not too many flies at this time of year. This is February, so quite nice weather-wise. The breeze seems to come up in the afternoon along the coastline here. If you get out early, I was on the water around 6 and it was beautiful. That's the entrance to the Collie River just in front of me, and just in front in the water, if you can spot it, there's actually a dolphin swimming in there. The tide was coming in, so he was up on the flats looking for whiting and smaller fish. Where those two people are standing, just behind them is where I launched from. What I'll do in a second is go up the Collie River. I've taken some footage of a couple of the boat ramps there. This is Taylor Foreshore, nice boat ramp just next to the Collie Bridge. There's actually boat ramps both sides of the bridge on this particular side of the river. There's this one, and over the other side is the Eaton Reserve, which there's another boat ramp there. Free parking, there's no charges there, and you can walk back over a walk bridge. It'll take you over into the canal area, and you can actually walk all the way back to where I launched from. This is called Pelican Point Boat Ramp. And Eaton Bridge just on the left hand side, the Old Coast Road, and the hills you can see in the distance are the Conservation Reserve on the other side of the estuary, so it is fairly close. And the final spot, this is the Eaton Scout Camp, and you can drive down there. It's just off Lake Street or Lake Road, and you can park there quite safely. It's a good little area, and you can launch your canoe from there. This is up the river a little bit, so if you want to stay away from where the boats are, this is another perfect little spot. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found a couple of different places to launch and somewhere else to have a kayak. To me, this is paradise up here. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I've got lots more coming up, and I really appreciate any comments and any information that you can provide regarding getting over the other side with vehicles. Keep the shiny side up and keep a smile on your face. Thanks very much for watching.